Hi everyone, this is Mohammed. We are just going the video presentation on customer mental health and well-being services, and this is our student contribution of the team leads, which is Muhammad, Vijay, and Mehdi, Vishnu, and Ashmita, with their own MIT IDs. And this is the client details, what you're working through it, and this is the project overview, client requirement, project design, and design approach conclusion with reference. And our main motive is to build a website design which requires the client requirements and the database which stores the client details and carry forward to the required person needed. And this is our project diagram, which contains the patient, the manager, and the doctor, and the web portal admin, which will be carried forward with the patient through the database, which requires the patient information to be saved. And this is individual design approach, which is done by individual members of the team. So carry forwarding the design approach one is done by me, which has the a network of the project with the all firewalls. And this is the home residential network, which is connected with the firewalls. And this is the router, which is taken place between the clients and the web server and the database. And I will elaborate the database in the upcoming slide. So the database we are using AWS, which contains the client details and the components which the client using. And this is the internal architecture of the AWS, which the user information is saved here, and the mail is sent to this part through the email, and the all the report which has been progressively done, and what's needed, it's sent through this report from the doctor to the patient. So I will just carry forward the other design approach to the team member named Vijay. So Vijay, you can take over the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Bizay, and my student ID is 201390. And here, my design approach is based on two-tier approach, where the client is on the first tier. Similarly, the database server and the web application server reside on the second tier. So the second tier serves the data and execute the business logic for the web application. Here, the user will have access to the website in they interact with the front end with the help of the internet. It means they can access from web application or from the mobile application. Which is validated by the validation logic and will be processed by the web application servers. So web application servers handles in manipulation of data and processing the business logic, and all the data they are stored in the database. So basically it's all works in through the internet and through the HTTP protocol. So basically you just they interact with the websites, they put some data, and those are validated, and the business the web application servers manipulates the data, and all the data are stored in the database. So basically this is the design approach that I have designed. So carry on, I would like to pass these slides to Mehendi.
Hello everyone, my name is Mehendi Singh and my MIT ID is 19243. So in this I have taken 4 entities. First of all, it is like the department, doctor, patient, and room. So in department, we have some like three main subheadings. The first of all is department name, doctor ID, and department location. So it belongs to the doctor. So in that we have like 4 main subheadings: doctor ID, doctor name, doctor age, and doctor patient ID. So after that we have allotted some patients. So the patients are allotted to the doctor. So after that, in the patients we have main subheadings as well. So patient ID, patient name, patient age, and all the stuff. So after that we will go to the room allocated to the patients. So the room number, room type, like that's all from my design approach. I'll pass it to my next member. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, good morning. My name is Ashmita Shah De Silva, and my student ID is MIT 200-253. So the short report represents nodes of honor system that will function well in the hospital side in this period of pandemic, where there are various measures to be considered. In this case, the design of the system will be shared while looking at both front end and back end of the system. Requirements based on the front-end development of the hospital system, they include the following: identity of the user. The system should be designed in a way that it can verify an authorization for users access the system with a specified and unique identity. Another functionality to be considered is that users should be capable of accessing the system via multiple devices. generic questionnaire. The system should be able to have different questionnaires presented to it via the smartphones and mobile phones. This process should make it easy to answer different questions being asked on the issue dealing with the pandemic. Notifications, their system should be designed in a way that makes it easy for users to be notified on the following issues: emotional reaction due to pandemic, and get notified whenever questionnaires are presented to user. Sensors are working, there should be some form of measurement that should be capable of calculating the rating of answers given on the questionnaire. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Vishnu, and this is how I see the project. So on the admin users, we have two users, and one of the user is someone who's going through a mental issue. So he wants to register himself to the application. So he gives his information to the web server. That information gets stored in the database, and a confirmation is sent to the user saying that your profile is created, and you'll be able to use the other services of the websites. The user gives more information about the health issues he's been going through. That information gets stored in the database, and it get analyzed, and based on the issues he's having, uh, the best healthcare service provider is about it recommended to the user. The user checks the recommendation, he accepts that, and that information gets stored in the database. And after this, these services are being monitored. They keep a check on the user to see if they are satisfied with what services they have recommended to them. And the other user we have is a mental health care center, who are actually the one who helps patient, and they are registering themselves to the web server. Their information gets stored in the database. The database checks in their background about the feedback and review about their old patients and everything. And this is how the database connects user to the mental health care system. And yes, that's it for my design. Thank you.
Yeah, the conclusion of this presentation is we need to build a desired trust website for the organization seeking the employment services. And yeah, and we have this sort of references what we have done. And thank you for listening our presentation. Thanks a lot, team members. Bye.